Hi, here's the rant for Friday, December 2nd. I was just up in Miami and we were visiting friends from Puerto Rico, Michael and Maxine Turpin. And Michael is probably the most connected guy in the whole new crypto industry. Brock Pierce is like the known front guy, but I'm telling you, Michael Turpin is involved in everything, all types of investments and consulting. And you know, we're obviously talking about the crypto. I mean, you know, Bitcoin went to 69,000, major bubble. I actually thought it might go to 100, and then now has crashed to about the 16,000 level. And you know, Michael's looking at this and he's thinking it's going to settle out around 11,000. So, and there is support at the 10 to 11,000 area. But I am not in the industry, so I get to be even more objective. And although I'm not as knowledgeable, I just look at the charts. I mean, God talks to me through the charts, okay? And if I just look at the chart of Bitcoin, we have seen what I call the baby bubble, the initial bubble in a new big industry. How do you know it's a new big thing coming? When it bubbles up this most. Nothing burgers don't bubble like this for over a decade, like Bitcoin and the whole crypto industry has. So you had a first wave up in Bitcoin 2013, big crash. Third wave up into 2017, big crash. And then the fifth wave up into late 2021. And now we're in that crash. So if I'm just objective and I look at the chart, okay, just the chart, like I know nothing. If this was a chart that I did not know what it was, I would say we're going to go back to that late 2019, early 2020 low around 31 to 3,300. That was a number Michael threw out. He thinks it's going to around 11,000 area, which is a very strong support area. That's the next stop. I would just say, no, that's where I think it's going. That's going to be down 95, 96%. And here's the important thing here. I'm already, and I've been expecting this, already seeing in the news, oh, is Bitcoin useless? Was this just another sham? Is this just another nothing bubble? No. I got sold very early on because I saw how big this whole bubble was. Something like this does not bubble up this much over a decade, since 2008-9, without being the next big thing. So I've been sold from the beginning. I don't understand it like Michael Turpin does. I just know, and the simplest definition at one of my conferences 3 or 4 years ago, Mark Yusko said, it's the digitization of all financial assets and money. Now, if you don't think that's a big thing, you haven't been reading my newsletter, because the biggest number I throw out is 600 trillion in financial assets, okay? Not 95 trillion GDP, okay? 600 trillion financial assets. That's the biggest number in the world. And this is about the digitization of that and making everything about financial assets more visible, more transparent, more tradable at lower cost. So again, this is the next big thing. So what is Bitcoin doing? It's doing exactly what the dot-coms and Amazon did in the late 90s. So the first tech bubble was led by a new emerging sector, the dot-coms, Amazon and all these new retailers on the internet. And Amazon went from $6.98 to $136, and then back in 2001, 2002, back to $6. 95% crash. So that's when everybody thinks, oh, it's over and this was just a big bubble and a bunch of hype. No, that's actually proof that this is the next big thing. That's exactly what the next big thing does. It bubbles up in its baby stage, crashes big time. In other words, I've been looking for a 95% crash in Bitcoin, and that would take it all the way down to this 31, 3,300 area. So again, there is support. Michael Turpin, big insider in the industry, looking at it to bottom out 10 to 11. I'm looking 3 to 4. But wherever it bottoms here, this is going to be the buy opportunity of your lifetime. This is not only in the tech sector, but you have to realize The dot-coms were in the NASDAQ. The crypto is other than Coinbase and a few stocks, are not in the NASDAQ. So this is a way to buy this new emerging sector when it crashes in its baby bubble, which I think is the buy opportunity could be well before stocks bottom. So another thing I'm looking for here, I'm looking for stocks to bottom probably into 2024, late 2023 at the very earliest if it's really sharp. But I'm looking that the Bitcoin and the crypto stock could start to bottom here in this next crash into early next year or so. And it may even take longer for that next wave down. So again, don't be confused here. People thought, oh, Bitcoin is a great thing and goes up to, 69,000 and then crashes. And people are now already talking, oh, this is just a nothing burger. This is not a nothing burger from my point of view. And this is going to boom more than any other sector of tech because it's the next big thing. So be patient here. It is too early to buy into Bitcoin. 16,000, yes. Minimum target. I would agree with Michael Turpin. The minimum target is 10 to 11,000 here in the next several months or year. But I am holding out for that 3250, give or take, that late 2019, early 2020 low. That was the fourth wave down before the magnificent fifth wave to 69,000. And that is just the peak of the baby bubble, the first major long-term wave up. So crypto is going to be booming into the 2030s. It is going to be the most thriving sector of tech, and this is your chance to get in. Just be patient and wait and see where this settles out. Somewhere between 3,000-ish, 3,250 is my target, or Michael Turpin's target, around 10 to 11,000. It's going to settle out there and probably going to hit that before the stocks bottom at their lowest levels, okay? So again, be looking for this. I'm going to keep you updated on this. There's going to be no single better investment than buying the leading companies like Bitcoin and Ethereum when this thing bottoms. And last count I heard, 40,000 crypto companies. What was the big innovation in crypto? You can start a company and be tradable without going public. IPOs are incredibly expensive. This is a huge innovation. The downside of that innovation in crypto, 40,000 crypto companies tradable. Most of these are going to be nothing burgers and are going to go to zero. So stay with the leading companies and watch Bitcoin. And I'm telling you, I think in the next year and a half, and maybe a good bit sooner, we are going to see the buy of a lifetime in Bitcoin and Ethereum and other leading crypto companies. And my target, if you've looked at my newsletters in the past, I did an analysis of Bitcoin predicting out the whole next boom, just following what Amazon and the dot-coms did, okay? So I compared the internet index, to crypto, and Amazon to Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin projects about 780,000. So let's call it 500,000 to 1 million by the mid to late 2030s. So imagine you could buy this at 10 or 11, or my target, way better, 3,000 to 4,000. That is going to be the single buy opportunity of your lifetime. Look for it. I'm going to keep reminding you about it. And I know this sounds extreme, but I still think it's going to go down to 3,000 to 4,000. And boy, nothing could be better than that.